I don't know if they're going to go through with it. And if they do go through with it, it's going to end spectacularly in a bad way. Hello, everybody. This is Moko from tarotbymoko.com. And finally, after that huge reading about the US Pluto return, I have another celebrity couple for you guys. No more bad news. This time, I'm going to be looking at Miss Britney Spears and Sam Asghari. I think that's how his last name is pronounced. I'm just going to call him Sam. I am recording this on New Year's Eve, and by the time that I upload this, it's going to be 2022, so Happy New Year in advance. I'm going to be so happy to keep releasing videos for you guys, as well as doing readings on Instagram. But before I get started on this reading, I have to remind you guys that I have 2022 New Year reading PDF tarot readings on my website. One version it goes over your career, finances, and romance, as well as an oracle advice for the year. And the other one, it's in depth. I've been doing this reading for the last couple of days, and this more in-depth reading is it's between 10 to 12 pages, depending on how much I have to say about what's going on. But in that in-depth reading, I talk about what you learned last year, what you should bring into this year, the career, finances, romance, as well as challenges, opportunities. Talk about the shadow stuff that you have the opportunity to deal with and heal, as well as oracle readings. And for me, for the way I read, if multiple cards fall out, I read it. I don't just put them back in the pile. So even if you got just a 3-card reading from me, if 6 fell out, I'm reading it, okay? So that's the advertisement for today. Now let's get on to reading about Miss Britney Spears and her fiancé, Sam. So I don't really talk about how old I am, but some Gen Z kids consider me an auntie. But I am old enough to remember when Britney Spears made her solo debut with, it was Hit Me Baby One More Time, right? Where she was in that Catholic schoolgirl outfit. Oh my gosh, my dad was so pissed. He was like, what are they teaching the young girls these days? But I remember when she came out. Of course, I'm Black American, so I always listened to R&B. The girl groups back then, but I remember when pop started to take over R&B, and it really started with what is it, like Backstreet Boys, or maybe like Menudo or something like that. But in terms of an explosion, Britney Spears set that off. Then came Christina Aguilera. Then you have the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Mandy Moore, all these people. The death card fell out. All these people. So when I saw all this stuff happening with Britney, I started to get like choked up. I mean, because I have complicated feelings about it as an intuitive. So I'm happy that she has her freedom, but I'm also very worried that she has her freedom, because intuitively I feel like she does need to be guarded or to be guided, or whatever you want to call it. She does need it. Look, listen, let me stop talking and actually get into this reading. Okay, so first, I'm taking out the Considerate Cat Tarot, and I'll leave a link to the tarot decks that I use here, just in case anyone wants to use them on their own. But normally I take out this deck when I look at the past. Especially if I feel like in the past the energies were sweeter. So I just want to see, I guess tap into old Britney, I guess, or young Britney, to see, what was going on with her during her debut, and especially when she was at her height. Hmm. Aw. Okay, so the top row was just, very quickly how she felt. I asked for the late 90s and early 2000s, so when she debuted as a solo act, not when she was working with Disney, and also when she was at her height, essentially. I see like, so on one hand, here on this side, we have this Nine of Pentacles, and this is normally the card of the self-made woman. But in this tarot deck, this is also the card of freedom. So I mean, that's her basically taking off. But then I see like a diverging path. And then this is where she fell into frustration. I mean, the cause of it, it's been gossiped about so often. I feel like I can, well, I mean, I'm not in her body, so obviously I don't know exactly what it was, but I feel like I can take an educated guess. But it's like there is a universe somewhere where Britney didn't go through the things that she went through mentally and physically. It's just that a choice was made, and she went down a really dark path for some time. But when I asked what was going on around her, I have this Emperor card. Normally for me, so I like Emperor energy, but my Saturn is in my first house, so technically sometimes I can be the freaking Emperor. But this Emperor can be oppressive energy. Some readers say it's the patriarchy. I don't really read like that. Sometimes I see it as a father figure. Well, for her, I feel like this is somebody, an older man who may not have been the kindest to her. And I mean, technically this can be her dad. But I feel like this is more like a romantic relationship. I don't think that this is Justin, guys. I think that this is normally okay, so let me just be blunt. Normally when I see this Emperor in a woman's reading, and especially if I'm talking about a woman who's in the entertainment industry, this Emperor is sort of like, it's not sexual abuse, but it's somebody or potentially a group of people who are pressing their desires against a female celebrity. And this is here with this Two of Cups. And then eventually this Eight of Cups, where it shows that she walked away from this person, this energy, whatever this is. So I feel like it's her business, but I feel like there was more going on with her. There was more going on with her, especially when she was very, very, very young. That was more than a conservatorship, more than fame, more than the constraints of fame. There was actually like some romantic energy around her from an older man or older men who liked young women, potentially girls, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so I don't want to get into all that, so I will just cut this here. Okay, so now let's look at how Britney Spears is doing right now, 2021, on the verge of 2022. Like I said, I'm recording this on New Year's Eve. So yes, let's see, how is Brit doing? And actually, she has been like coming up in my readings lately because I don't want to give this person's name out, but I've just been getting Britney Jean quite a bit. So that tell me, okay, let's do her reading now. Let's do it today. How are you doing now, Britney? She's easy to pick up on. I'm gonna pull some more. See that? You see that? You guys, I think this energy is still around her. She's all over the place, guys. Let me draw some more. Let's draw some shadow cards. I don't like that. I don't like it. Okay, so okay, where do I start? So I mean, she really is all over the place. I mean, at least right now, I'm very happy that I'm not seeing like cognitive dissonance or you know, anything too strange going on with her mentally. I feel like in terms of her mental health, it feels like it's stable in terms of her mental health right now. But in terms of what's happening around her, how she's feeling, it's almost like she's uncovering how much she's been cheated out of right now. So this Page of Swords, for me, this is like new discovery. Sometimes it can also be defensive, but we have other cards of defensiveness here. But I feel like she's learning, and she's learning this from other people. She's talking to other people, and she's seeing how much was taken away from her. So this could be monetarily wise. This could be like her mental health. Like it's I mean, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, obviously, but it's possible that she's finding out that the medications she's been on, she wasn't supposed to be on them, or perhaps that they weren't right, or maybe more medication was added on to keep her in a specific state that she didn't actually need, and that the reason why this was done was for nefarious intent. This is for the way I read, the Seven of Swords is rarely good. It's usually deception. But I feel like she's just finding out how much she was cheated and lied to. And I think she's going to be in a discovery period for a very long time here. And I hope that she's not being led on a wild goose chase when it comes to this type of information. Like I hope that the people around her aren't trying to rile her up on purpose just to see what she does. Because, you know, there are people like that. You know, you see them on YouTube and Instagram lives all the time where they say, like, they're trolling and they say real asshole stuff to make you get upset and give them a show or whatever. So I'm hoping that people who are telling her about this information are doing it out of the kindness of their hearts and not because they want to see her explode or anything like that. Because it seems like all this information that she's finding out, it's like it's borderline messing up her mental, and it's sort of like I'm there, I'm this, I'm that. That's how I'm envisioning it. So the information that she's finding out, it is true. It is true that she was cheated. I really feel like there was something going on with her medications where she didn't actually have to be on it. And I feel like that's something that I saw about her the last time when I did an Instagram reading where she just couldn't think properly, but it was mostly because of the medication, not because of her illness. It was because of the medication. So she could be in the process of finding out that she was told the wrong thing or given the wrong thing, and it could have been on purpose. You know, who knows? The entertainment industry, especially the music industry, is nuts, guys. And when I pulled these other cards, look, the Emperor is here again, and this card for me here, when I read on celebrities, this is like the entertainment industry. These are your peers. These are your associations, like the guild or the Grammy Association, whatever. I don't know. But this guy is here. So I feel like this is an industry person, but usually it's like a man who's in power, like an executive, or a head of something, who basically rules the show. And I feel like here she's like defending herself against this person. So didn't she have a manager a long time ago named Sam? I know of Lou Taylor, but didn't she have someone a long time ago named Sam who was with her when she was with Lindsay Lohan and Paris Hilton? My memory could be serving me incorrectly, but it's someone like that. Although I'm not sure if we know this person's name just yet, because I saw this person, or I saw this energy in the energy of her past self when I was looking at a photo of her when she first debuted with her first album. So I feel like whoever that person is, or whatever that group of people it is or are, they're still around her, and she's still trying to protect herself against them. And it's like there's like some sort of relationship energy. I don't think that this is Sam, her fiance right now. But it's like, I mean, I don't want to make any conclusions about like some type of like long-standing abuse or anything like that, but it's showing me that she's fighting against, or she's defending herself against, some bigwig in the industry who has feelings for her. And because I saw this person in her old energy, this is somebody, or maybe it's possible that it's not the same person. It's possible that she's just coming across the same type of dynamic where some old guy in the industry is rubbing up on her, you know? But it's showing me that she's still fighting against whoever this person or this group of people or this energy is. I mean, to be charitable, like this could represent the industry in general, but I don't think this represents the industry. I think this is an actual person, an actual male figure who is like the head of something, the CEO, an executive producer who has feelings for her, and she's just like, leave me the fuck alone. That's what I'm getting from this. Bizarre. I don't know who that person is. I mean, I don't really keep up with her life anymore. But whoever this is, or whatever this vibe is, she doesn't like it. She does not like it. Okay. Now, I'm asking about her shadow card, or her shadow, whatever that's going on. There's some nefarious shit happening behind the scenes. I mean, we, the fans and the regular people, a lot of us probably think that we already know what it is because we saw it play out in court, and now that she's free. But that's not the end of the story. There's other shit going on behind the scenes that she's dealing with, and I don't know, man. Like I wonder how much of this was that she was actually mentally unwell and something was triggered and she needed to be hospitalized, or something happened to her and potentially she was put on a conservatorship to stop her from speaking out. So I don't know, but this is like the card of something happening. This is like, I mean, sometimes it can be that someone is overly dramatic, but no, she's not overly dramatic, okay? Like, things happen to her. But this is also the card of external betrayals. So there are other things happening behind the scenes, and you know, I have a very sexual card here. This is the King of Cups. I like this energy, but it can also be the energy of a manipulative man. I probably should have looked up her fiance's astrology, but this is also a water sign. So who knows? This shadow stuff that she's dealing with, this could be her dad, this could be her fiance, this could be like a manager that she wants to get rid of. Who knows? But it's telling me that she's dealing with manipulation, guys. I mean, we know this, but the end of this conservatorship is not the end of what she's dealing with. However, I do see that she is moving on to calmer waters when it comes to her mental health. It's just that she needs to be careful about the people around her, that they don't like trigger something in her again, because I do feel like there are people around her who, I don't know, maybe they're sent by like this big wig industry person, because listen, the music, the entertainment industry, but especially the music branch of the entertainment industry is dirty as fuck, okay? And sometimes they have these so-called managers who are around people to make sure that these artists stay high or stay drunk or stay incapacitated in some way, so that they don't realize that they're being cheated out of their money. So it's a possibility that whoever this big wig person is, it's a possibility that they are sending like goons to her to try to mess her up so that she'll be forced back into her conservatorship. That's why I keep feeling like she needs to be careful about who's around her, what they're telling her, and why they're telling her things, because I don't feel like they're giving her accurate information, but I don't think that they're doing it for the right reasons. All right, okay, let's go. Jeez. Look at this. Look at this here. Look at that here. Okay. All right. So, the last time I did a reading on these two together, as well as her sister, I think it was on Discord. I think this was last year, maybe earlier this year. I felt that their relationship really wasn't that bad. But that it had its ups and downs. But here, I don't know what zodiac sign he is. Let me see. Sorry for the typing. April 4th, is that an Aries? No, that's her sister. Well, whatever. Somebody will correct me. So, okay. So her father is a mixed bag. He's a very confident guy, a proud guy. I feel like he may have his own mental health issues as well. But I'm not a psychiatrist, so I'm not going to diagnose anybody, obviously. But he's a competitive person, and I feel like he knows that he's lost out. So he knows that he lost out, obviously, with the conservatorship. But I also feel like he's sort of like he kind of reminds me of Beyonce's dad, Matthew Knowles, where it's like the energy is by any means necessary. Her father comes across as somebody who, if he sees something that he wants, he will go after and get it by hook or by crook. And I think that was exemplified in the information that she released during her hearing. And I asked him, how does he feel? How does he feel about his daughter? It's mostly positive. He still feels like she's family. Because she is, but the feelings are positive. But I kind of feel like he feels like he wants to get the truth out there. So he may write a book about this, if he hasn't already. He'll definitely give interviews, but I feel like he's gonna write something down. And I think that he has hope that they will reconcile. So this is one of my cards of reconciliation. So I think he does have hope that once the heat cools down, this is my card of, like Bridge Over Troubled Water. This is one of my favorite songs. But once the heat cools down, I think he feels like there's still a chance for them to get together and be a family again. So it's mostly positive on his side. When I asked Britney how she feels about her father, she's just like, what a piece of shit. And I feel like she's just unfairly chained to him. But it's another thing. It's another mixed bag, because on one hand she does feel positive about him, but then there's also this. So it's like she feels like she has to take the good with the bad. But I think that similar to him, that right now they're not in a good place and she has more hurt on her side. Obviously, the reason for that is obvious, but I think that right now they're just taking a break from each other. This Four of Swords, this is my card of meditation, of taking a break, taking a time out, like relax, let the dust settle. That's what I think is happening now, that right now they're taking a break from each other. They're probably not speaking whatsoever, or if they are speaking, they're probably speaking through siblings, or management, lawyers, something like that. But eventually they're going to be reunited. It's odd that she sees it as the Lover's card, the Lover's energy. It's odd, but you know what? Whatever. I think that they're going to be in a better place later on down the line. But the thing that kills me here is this Emperor again. This Emperor is here again. I feel like this is different energy compared to her father. So it's not like that weird sexual stuff that I was seeing about some industry bigwig. It's not her dad, okay? But this is somebody that I feel like her dad was fighting too, because this spread is mostly about her dad, and this is at the bottom of it. So it's weird, and that's part. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Why the feelings aren't as okay? So let me rephrase this. So I opened this channel this year, okay? Well, 2021, a few months ago. So you guys aren't familiar with my long history of celebrity readings, but I have read on Britney and her sister and her father in this conservatorship so many times that I didn't want to see her name again, even though I was a huge fan when she first came out. And every single time that I read on Britney and her dad, the energies were positive. It always showed that he was super greedy, super sneaky. He was stealing money from her, but in terms of their father-daughter relationship, it was mostly positive. She had bad feelings because of the conservatorship, but it was mostly positive. And if her father was helping to fight or was helping to defend her against whoever this freaking man is who was trying to get close to her, that makes sense why, she still wants to work it out with her dad. So, I don't know who this person is. I don't feel comfortable asking any more questions about it. But whoever this person is, this person or this energy or this type of situation, it's been with her since she was a teen, and it's following her right now, okay? All right. Okay, now I'm going to look at her fiance, Sam Asghari. I think that's how his last name is pronounced. Sam Asghari. And I'm going to do a similar thing that I did with Leo and his girlfriend Camilla. I'm just going to look at his personality very, very quickly, just to see, what are we dealing with. Let's see. That was the Page of Wands, by the way, but I don't think that was for him. Is he a model? Because I feel like he wants to be famous. But actually, let me just pull the cards and then I'll tell you what I think before I see the cards. Yikes. Yikes, man. Yikes. Well, some of our questions have been answered already. If they get married, I don't think that they're going to stay together for a very long time. So in terms of personality now, he is a drama queen. He's definitely a drama queen, and I feel like he wants to be taken care of monetarily wise. This isn't Britney's energy. This is his energy. I mean, I'm not even like, I kind of feel like, man, I really hate saying this, but I kind of feel like he may be like, maybe not now. Well, I kind of feel like it could be now, but I don't think that he's a faithful person. By the way, I don't think that he's faithful, but he definitely wants to be taken care of. This is here. He's basically a sugar baby. I see him pushing for marriage. I really do. But I feel like he thinks that he's going to profit off this marriage. So we have 2 marriage cards here. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure if it will happen. If it does, it's going to be a disaster for her. It is. It's going to be a disaster for her because he's not all in with this relationship. Actually, let me draw another card. Okay. I asked if he loves her. No, I don't think so. No, I don't. I don't think he loves her at all. So the way that I'm gonna put these cards together is, so I don't know. I don't know what any of these people's signs are besides Britney. But it's possible that this card came out for him because he's an air sign. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it's possible. But when I ask a question about love, typically when I see this King of Swords, this means that this person's heart is closed off right now. But the very first card that I pulled up was the Six of Pentacles, and this tells me that no, he doesn't love her. He's looking for a fucking payout. Okay. I'm so sorry for cursing. It's just I didn't like what I saw in her past. I don't like what I saw in her future, and now I see this jackass here because it looks like he's profiteering. That's what it looks like. This is the guy. This is the card of the guy who's looking out into the future. He's thinking about the deals that he can make. And I'm looking at his picture. He looks like he wants to be a model or an actor or something like that. So it looks like he wants to profit already. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so heated. I'm sorry. It looks like he wants to profit. Like, it's almost like he doesn't even, I don't even know how much he actually likes her. Because this is the card of this Two of Pentacles. This is the card of somebody who's like back and forth or in and out. But sometimes this card is also like a shrug. When it comes to feelings, it's sort of like, I don't know, you know? So I don't know. I hope that they don't go through with the marriage. But it looks like he is pushing for it. Even though Britney seemed like she was really excited about being engaged, I feel like part of her, like her intuition here and her past experiences, like she's the one who's hesitating a little bit. I feel like he's the one who pushed to get married. But again, like I said, like look at these here. I don't know if they're going to go through with it, and if they do go through with it, it's going to end spectacularly in a bad way. Okay, so. All right. Well, I mean, some of my other questions about their relationship have been answered, but I'll ask the questions anyway. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a really quick relationship spread. Like, we already see what's up with this dude, but let's check again. Let's check again. I could have been biased because I did start off by saying, doesn't he want to be a model? Because that's the feeling that I got. I think I saw him on Access Hollywood when I was waiting in the doctor's office. And he was talking, like, look at these, look at this. He was talking, he was giving some interview or something, and you know, like his teeth were so white and shiny. And he was smizing for the camera. I was like, this guy wants to be famous. What is he doing here talking about this? Okay, so all right. I'll pick that up. Interesting. She's not as open when I ask about Sam. Look, see this? Again. Look at that. And this is Britney here. Okay, so let's put this together. Okay, and actually let me see what those cards were that fell. So the Justice card and Nine of Pentacles fell when I was asking about Sam. He wants money. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if he put the bee in her bonnet to get out of that conservatorship so that he would have access to the money. Okay, so let's see. This is Sam on this side. Yeah, that's Sam. And this is Brit. She's going through it. See, her intuition is not lying to her. Her intuition is not lying to her. I told you that in the last one. Her intuition is not lying to her, guys. Okay. So this is Sam here, and this is Britney over here. And then these are the two cards that fell out. Listen, I know that a lot of fans are very happy that she got out of that conservatorship, but in my intuitive opinion, I felt that she needed to be looked over. It should have been audited. They should have been, people should have been paying attention to her medication, where the money was going, definitely. But I feel like this conservatorship should not have ended, because it seems to me here that Sam was working on her to get her to leave that conservatorship to free up that money so that he can enjoy himself, okay? All right, so I'm looking at his cards here. I mean, this Three of Pentacles, this is a pretty positive card. It's actually more positive than hers, okay? It's a pretty positive card, but this is more of like, when I see this card in a relationship reading, normally I see it at the beginning of a relationship when people are getting to know each other and they're still like trying to figure each other out. So it's sort of like, yeah, I like you, but we're still friends. Like, let's go for drinks. Let's go to the club, something like that. Or sometimes I can see it when people are reconciling. Either way, this type of energy does not make sense for a couple who've been together for years and they're now engaged, okay? This is more of like my homegirl. And actually, this is the same card that I get for Cardi B and I almost called him ASAP. What's their man's name? Offset. This is the card that I get for how Offset feels about Cardi. And we already know how Offset treats Cardi, okay? So this is like a homegirl type of thing. Like, oh yeah, you know, we have sex, we're together, but you know, that's my girl, you know? So that's what I see here. I feel like if Sam is up to no good, he's gonna be found out eventually. Maybe not now, but he is definitely going to be found out. And right now, he's definitely like I guess he wears the pants in this relationship. He's kind of calling the shots. And I feel like, especially with the Strength card here, I feel like he replaced her father. Like, that's basically it. If people think that her dad was cheating her and treating her unfairly, you know, a similar situation most likely will happen with Sam, unfortunately. And again, I see him looking out to the future, looking out to see how he can profit, how he can turn things around. Like, that's mostly what I see here. Like, there's affection here. I'm not even gonna lie about that. There is affection here, but it's kind of flimsy, and it feels more like a friendship to me. Whereas on Britney's side, she does have feelings for him. She does have feelings for him. I feel like, and again, like, it's kind of reminding her of her dad. You know, we have like this was her father's main card, and this is how she felt about her dad. So the stuff with her dad is spilling over, but I do think that there's a high possibility that this is going to be a repeat of her father. But yes, but she has feelings for him. Actually, her feelings are pretty deep for him. And I feel like this is a toxic relationship. We're not seeing everything that's happening with this relationship. She does have deep feelings for him, but again, her intuition is talking to her, but she just doesn't know what it's saying right now. She doesn't know what it's saying right now. But I feel like even though on the surface in public she is happy about this engagement, I still feel like part of her is dragging her feet because her intuition is trying to speak to her through whatever medication she's taking, through the things that people are telling her. I feel like it's like wake up, girl. So I asked what their relationship is like right now, and it's good. I think it's good. I think like this head over heels feeling is there mostly for her. Unfortunately, it's mostly there for her. 6 months, I feel like they're still going to be together. They're definitely going to be working on their relationship, but it's possible that they may go into like this sort of stale place. And the last question I asked is, will they get married? And it's not a yes, but it's not a no. It's like, this is going to be another crossroads for her to choose. I hope that she chooses not to marry this guy, because like the cards showed you guys in the last section, that it's going to be a disaster. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen to her because the Tower card is very unpredictable, but it feels like her intuition is making her stall on this marriage. So because it's almost like they're telling her, wait for the truth to be revealed about this dude before you get married to him. Please wait, please wait. So, I don't know. Man, this is making me feel so sad. I wish that I had a happier reading for you guys. Like, look, like this is secrets that are going to be revealed. I don't think that he's faithful, for one, and two, I don't think he's in this relationship for the right reasons. But his secrets are going to be revealed whether they get married or not. Man, I wish that this reading was happier, but you know, it is what it is. I feel so bad for her. Okay, now finally, I want to ask about, I guess, the finances, because the last person who requested this reading on Britney and Sam, she wanted to know if Sam is managing her. And I know that I made a big accusation that I feel like he convinced her to get out of that conservatorship to free up the money. But that's what I feel. So let's see. Let's see. How am I going to ask this? You can't make this shit up. Okay, so that's him, and now I want to ask about Lady Gaga's manager, Bobby Campbell, because there were rumors that she was changing her management, or she was going to change her management. So let's see. Look at this shit. See? You know what? No freaking wonder why Spirit wanted me to read on Britney. So I had a client that I worked on today. Well, I really don't want to give her name out, but there was something about this client's name that I wanted to call her Britney Jean. Oh, that was very far from her real name. So it was almost like, I guess, Spirit or whatever was telling me to do it today. So like, it's no freaking wonder why they wanted me to do it, because information about this freaking clown is going to come out. I don't know when, but it's going to come out. Hopefully this video helps her, or helps somebody in her circle to see that he's up to no good. But anyway, let's get to it. So the top row is about this clown, Sam Asghari, and how he feels about Britney's money. Like, this is freaking clear. Look at him, money grubber. He wants her stacks. So right now, I don't think that he's managing her money right now. I mean, he's broke, but I don't think he's managing her money right now. He wants to, though. He so badly wants to. That is his wish. I really feel like he was the one who manipulated her into getting out of her conservatorship. I mean, I'm not saying that her father was perfect. I'm definitely not saying that. But he wasn't a super bad guy. He wasn't doing the right thing with her money, and I feel like he was taking advantage of her by forcing her to work to make sure that the money comes in. That's wrong, obviously. There should have been changes made to that conservatorship, but I feel like he was instrumental in getting her to fight for her freedom, and that's a good thing. But his motivations were suspect because he wants her money for himself. That's what it is. He wants her money for himself, and look, this card is here again. This is his energy, guys. I mean, he's a man, but this is his energy. He wants to hold her money. So I think the question that I asked is that will he manage her money in the future? Yes. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to knock her up. I really wouldn't be. I hate to sound crude, but like I wouldn't be surprised if he traps her, because she does want a child. Let me ask, because I will be shocked if they get married. Let's see. Girl. Britney, get on birth control. Make that fool use condoms. Because if they don't get, if he feels like they're not rushing to marriage, he's gonna try to trap her with a baby. This is like, I mean, both of these. So I see the Queen of Pentacles as the lesser version of the Empress. I feel like she's a mother, but the Empress is like my definite mom card, definite mother card. Oh my gosh, Brittany. Okay, let me calm down. So you guys already see what my cards see about this jackass. But when it comes to, so the bottom row, I asked the question about Lady Gaga's manager, Bobby Caldwell, whatever his name is. I hope she doesn't work with him, because he's going to be more of the freaking same. He's actually going to be worse than whoever her management is right now. This is like a freaking scheme, guys. This is a scheme. Because I think, let me see if I get this correct. Sam Asghari is good friends with Lady Gaga's manager, Bobby Campbell. And there were rumors that she was signing with him, or that she wanted to, maybe like a few months ago or something like that. I just looked it up, and they were like, oh, you know, that's unfounded, that's not true. But when you hear rumors like that, especially about behind the scenes stuff, normally what's happening is that people are putting the information out there to see how people react first before they do it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're actually in talks to change her management. If she does that, she's going to regret it. So like I said, before her breakdown in the 2000s, it's almost like she was at a fork in the road and she chose the wrong road, okay? And I feel like she's getting a chance to do it all over again. So she's out of her conservatorship. She's in a relationship. Maybe her medication has been fixed, or maybe she's on the right medications or seeing the right therapist. Who knows? We don't know her life all the way. So she's supposedly in a good place. So again, she has another fork in the road. Will she choose herself, or will she choose to be led down a path of freaking destruction by another relationship with another dirty ass man who only wants her money? I don't know. I feel like my spirits wanted me to do this video today for a reason. Hopefully somebody shows her, or someone in her circle, they see this. I mean, normally I really don't give a shit if celebrities watch my videos, because I do this for fun. But there's just something about this topic that's really pissing me off. and I've been hearing Britney Jean all day, because I was supposed to do somebody else. I was actually supposed to do Ari and G Herbo again, but it said Britney Jean. So hopefully somebody sees this, hopefully someone in her camp sees this, and they help her get her life together, because this isn't, I don't like it. I don't like it, and I'm gonna sage the fuck out of my cards, because what she's going towards is not good, guys. All right, that's the end of this reading. All right, guys, this this reading was so stressful. It was. I'm glad it's over with. I'm glad that I got it out. Thank you to the person who requested I do it. Okay, so woosah. Like, if this reading stressed you guys out, then just like meditate for a little bit, sage or whatever, because these were some negative energies here that are coming up for her and around her right now. So just take a breath and enjoy your Sunday. Anyway, if you would like a personal reading, just go to www.tarotbymoko.com/shop. I will leave a link in the description, as well as the comment section below. And remember that I have New Year's readings for 2022. They are only going to be available until the Lunar New Year, so February 12th. So get them while they're still available. I ask about your career, romance, finances, and give you an oracle card for the basic reading. And for the more in-depth one, like, I go all in. It's about it's between 10 to 12 pages. You get a photo of your spread, you get photos of the cards, all this stuff. So if you would like a New Year's reading, go there. If you can't afford it, just check out my Instagram. I go live a couple of times a month, and I do free readings for about an hour and a half. Okay, so that's it. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for checking out my channel. Have a happy New Year. Bye.